This is Yang Bingyi. It's the year 1958, and he had just decided to open up his own cooking oil shop. He wanted the shop name to honor his previous employer, Tai Fung, so he took the name of his oil supplier, Mei, and combined the two. Yeah, I'm sure you recognize that name. It's that legendary Taiwanese restaurant that's world famous for its xiaolongbao, or Shanghai-style soup dumplings. Today it has more than 180 locations across the world. Welcome back to Taiwan in Time on YouTube. This is Cheung, and I'll be bringing you some of the more intriguing and lesser known stories from Taiwan's past. So this is Tai Fung's original store on Xingyi Road in Taipei. Today it only offers takeout, but at the back of this store is the original sign for Tai Fung Oil Shop, which was written by master calligrapher Yu Youren. So how did an oil shop become a restaurant? Let's go back to 1948 when Yang Bingyi arrived in Taiwan as a penniless 21-year-old fleeing the Chinese Civil War. He was from Shanxi province, but his uncle's Shanghainese wife in Taiwan helped him land a job as a delivery man for the Shanghainese owned traditional oil shop Tai Fung. He was soon promoted to store manager and bookkeeper, and at night he was charged with delivering wine to all the famous Shanghai restaurants in Taipei. He established a good relationship with the owners and became familiar with their language and way of life. Over time, a romance quietly blossomed with coworker Lai Mei, a Hakka from Taoyuan. Lai would become an integral part of Yang's future business ventures, especially as the matriarch of the Tai Fung restaurant. Tai Fung collapsed in 1958 when its owner was conned into a bad investment. Yang Bingyi decided to remain in the business and strike out on his own. It was difficult to obtain a phone number then, and Yang Bingyi bought his from Control Yuan member Yang Yi-da, who was also from Shanxi province, and the restaurant still uses that number today. Yang Yi-da also helped him persuade Yu Youren, who was then the president of the Control Yuan, to write the iconic characters for the sign. Business boomed, with all of the major Shanghai restaurants in Taipei ordering from the shop, as the owners were quite fond of the honest, no-nonsense and hard-working Yang Bingyi. In 1963, the couple bought their own shopfront that would become the future Tai Fung restaurant. Unfortunately, the good times wouldn't last. Around 1972, the traditional oil industry took a major hit due to a health scandal and the arrival of mass-produced salad oil. With sales faltering, Tang Yongcheng, owner of Shanghai restaurant Fu Xingyuan, suggested that Yang Bingyi start selling Shanghai-style dim sum, even setting him up with one of his former chefs. Yang Bingyi then set up 3 tables in one half of his oil shop, and the restaurant was born. Business was lousy at first, but the couple persisted, and in 1974 they shut down the oil shop and became full-time restaurateurs. The restaurant got its big break in December 1982 when notoriously harsh food critic Tang Lu-sun praised Tai Fung's crab-paste xiaolongbao in the United Daily News. This was his second time mentioning the restaurant in his column, and the crowd started pouring in. Tai Fung gained its first international customers when adjacent Yongkang Street became a hotspot for Japanese tourists. In 1993, the restaurant was featured in the New York Times as one of 10 restaurants that inspire a pilgrimage, further carrying its fame to the West. Yang Bingyi retired in 1995 and left the store to his son Yang Jihua, who had become a dumpling master himself. He's the one who established the golden 18-fold and 21-gram standard for Tai Fung soup dumplings. In 1996, after much persuasion, Tai Fung expanded for the first time, opening a branch in Japan, taking its first step to global domination. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as usual, if you want to learn more details about this story, please click on the link to the original Taipei Times article in the description below.